The world has gone digital, and the digital world is generating billions of petabytes of data that have to be stored and managed effectively and securely. This is where MDXi comes in, West Africa's leading Tier 3 data center. The Lekki Data Center provides 24-hour power, security, interconnection, and world-class support via state-of-the-art infrastructure to enable you to focus on your core business while reaching all of West Africa. MDXi Lekki receives uninterrupted power directly from the national grid with backup generators to provide support in the event of a power failure. Precision cooling technology maintains ambient temperatures at all times, keeping our customers' sophisticated equipment cool and functioning effectively. MDXi meets global security standards such as the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard (PCI DSS) and Information Security Standards, critical for our financial sector customers. We secure your data with customized racks, dedicated surveillance services, and fire suppression equipment. Our dedicated workstations allow customers to work out of our data center when they need to. When you collocate your IT infrastructure at MDXi, you have access to a network of carriers, internet service providers, business partners, cloud and content providers, and internet exchanges, including the Internet Exchange of Nigeria, ISPN, and West Africa Internet Exchange WAFIX, while significantly reducing the cost of multiple connectivity links. With our strong operational footprint and world-class infrastructure across West Africa, MDXi delivers end-to-end solutions that reduce capital cost and improve the efficiency of your business operations. Welcome to the digital world. Welcome to MDXi. Let us help you transform your business digitally. This is MDXi.
Good morning, everyone. MainOne, an Equinix company, is a leading provider of digital infrastructure, innovative telecom services, and network solutions for businesses in West Africa. We are committed to driving digital transformation across the region. Today's webinar will focus on how innovative solutions can facilitate seamless digital transformation. So before we begin, a few housekeeping rules. Please use the Zoom Q&A box and chat functionality for any questions you may have throughout the session. For further inquiries, feel free to email us at info.or/marketing@mainone.net. Let me quickly run through today's agenda. We'll start with a presentation by Shayo on MDXi solutions, followed by a Q&A session and a quiz at the end, where 3 individuals would win a gift. A short video break, closing remarks by Victor, and a poll for your feedback on today's event. Now it's my pleasure to introduce our presenter, Oluwasayo Oshadami. Shayo is the General Manager of Technical Solutions and Managed Networks at MainOne. He has over 15 years of extensive industry experience in network design, planning, and implementation in West Africa. Today, he will be presenting on MDXi solutions for seamless digital transformation, covering the global journey of digital transformation, Africa's infrastructure digital footprint, and Nigeria's position. Over to you, Shayo.
Thank you very much, Rotimi. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to our esteemed and prospective customer. Give me some minutes to share my screen. Okay. All right, like I said, good morning, everyone. We're happy to have all of you on this webinar, joining us to discuss how we can facilitate growth for our enterprise customers as MDXi. MDXi provide detailed solutions to customers in West Africa that enables them to help drive their digital journey. To start with, the buzzword data transformation, I call it buzzword because in the IT space, everyone seeks to do data transformation in one way or the other. But what is data transformation? And why is digital transformation important in our world today? We have some interesting research here that I'd like to share with the team this morning that talks about digital transformation. And of interest is the Equinix Global Interconnection Index report. And I'll read the quotation of the citation, which says, when digital transformation is business outcome driven, it is referred to as a digital first strategy. The goal is not to add technology to traditional business, but to rethink your offerings, partners, and distribution entirely. This means seamlessly integrating business and technology to the point that they become indistinguishable. So it is interesting to see how digital transformation can help organizations transform how they run their businesses, because the approach to digital transformation should be all-inclusive, meaning that all the business units, the technology, the people, the processes should all come together, integrated to serve the objective of that business. And that is why it says that digital transformation is done with the business and not to the business. And that is why you see a lot of business leaders taking that journey towards digital transformation, especially when it comes to the survival of their business and also profitability. Just like the Essential report shows that about 94% of the executives are saying that the key to their company's survival in the next 5 years will be driven by how they transform their businesses digitally. And 26% are saying their businesses are more profitable in terms of profitability. They have about 26% more, they are more profitable than businesses that are not digitally mature, especially when it comes to their counterpart. Now, when we look at how digital transformation is important, not just for the survival of the business, but also for profitability, we're not surprised when we see 43% of business leaders in the EMEA region deploying virtually via cloud, or 28% of them deciding to move their footprint to an outsourced colocation data center. Tells you that people are not, or business leaders are not just talking about digital transformation, but they are actively taking the steps to drive that digital transformation and journey. And this is because we live in a landscape that is changing so fast. So businesses are beginning to realize that for them to continue to become competitive, to meet the demands of the modern market and also their customers, they need to also evolve as technology is evolving. One of the greatest challenges for businesses today is the entire approach in terms of how they go about the journey of outsourcing some of their infrastructure and looking for strategic partners to work with. But regardless of the challenges, it comes with great benefits, which is the high availability, the reliability, the cost effectiveness in terms of running the business operation, which brings frictionless operations, making the business more nimble, making it more responsive to respond to customer needs of today. But let's look at what the global digital transformation outlook looks like in terms of spend, to give us the view that globally, everyone is thinking about digital transformation. If you look at the chart in front of you, you realize that the spread across different continents shows that there's a huge CapEx investment going into digital transformation spend. And US accounted for more of the spend, followed by the APAC region, and Africa, which sits in the EMEA region, also followed by 26.8%. Now, that doesn't mean that there are not regions that are lacking or lagging or resistant to digital transformation by there. But if we look at the cloud spending by Gartner, you see that the spending rate continues to grow, especially for the countries that are highly adopting cloud as part of their digital transformation journey, which goes in line with the penetration rate in terms of infrastructure and internet access into those regions. Today, we're in Africa. We can see that the penetration rate is not so high. And maybe that's why the growth to digital transformation is lagging. In addition to the internet penetration challenges, we also have obsolete IT infrastructure as some of the reasons or some of the hindrance behind the digital transformation journey for most enterprises, because the cost of upgrading those infrastructure is so high in terms of budget. And for most businesses that want to optimize their costs, it becomes difficult for them to go on that digital transformation journey. We've seen that only 35% of organization that goes into that digital transformation effort becomes successful. Why is that the case? Why are they unsuccessful? And that's what we will talk about in this presentation, or what we seek and how MDXi and MainOne will make that journey for you successful. But if we spotlight Africa that we are in, we can see that there's been growth in terms of cloud. Cloud adoption has grown significantly within the last 3 years. Putting focus on the big threes in Africa, South Africa, Nigeria, Kenya, we can see that Nigeria is leading in terms of growth rate of cloud adoption from the last 3 years. And it will grow as we continue to see more executives, more business leaders adopting this digital transformation approach towards optimizing their businesses. And that's why we have about 87% of the CEOs in Africa saying that they see a lot of disruption happening in businesses across the continent due to the technology changes that we currently experience. Though Africa is still lagging in terms of global data center adoption, which is less than 1% compared to its population, its world population of about 17%. The demand for data center services across Africa is expected to explode. And we believe that at some point, the explosion will be so high that the demand will be so high. And we are telling our customers this morning that, yes, this is the right time to start thinking about your digital transformation journey. We are aware of the barriers to the digital transformation adoption in Africa due to poor internet access, high cost of infrastructure, and also the lack of commitment that comes from top management, maybe due to budget reasons or some other reasons. And that's where MainOne and MDXi comes in. That's where we come in to help you with that journey into cloud, journey into an outsourced model, journey into an OpEx-based model that will help you drive value proposition for your businesses. MDXi data center. What business value proposition do we have this morning to our esteemed customers? As an infrastructure provider of data center services and compute in the region, we have storage, networking, and compute solutions that we offer to the benefit of our customers. And for our customers who have adopted these services, they've been able to save between 30 to 70% of their annual spend in terms of IT, CapEx, or OpEx spend. So beyond helping organizations drive down their cost of operation, we've also enabled organizations to meet their regulatory compliance requirement of hosting their data, critical data locally. And also we provided 5 nines uptime, I would say 100%, because we've been running the facility since inception without downtime. And our focus is on the core of our business, which is helping our customers to power their infrastructure. So you don't need to run your infrastructure yourself. Rely on us, outsource them to us, and then we will help you manage those infrastructure so you can focus on the core of your business. And our value proposition to our customers is the flexibility, scalability that we provide, in addition to the support and the fact that you have some sort of predictable OpEx in terms of what we charge you going forward. MainOne was acquired by Equinix, and that acquisition also increased the possibilities in terms of digital infrastructure and access to more services that can be offered to our customers in West Africa. As you can see on the slide, you can see what our footprint looks like today with that acquisition, which shows that if you are in our data center, you have access not just to the ecosystem in our data center, but you have access to the entire ecosystem of all the 240 plus data centers across 71 metros and 32 countries. Now, that is quite extensive, especially for our customers who are global and they also want to drive their digital transformation journey. It shows that we can provide access to different suites of ecosystem players that are all co-located in these facilities across the world today. What's our product portfolio? What value do we give to customers, and what services do we offer to our esteemed customers on the call this morning? We offer co-location services and internet exchange services. In our tier 3 data centers sitting in the MDXi Lekki campus, you have access to world-class facility that you can co-locate your infrastructure with us. In addition to that, we have cloud platforms that you can also host your workload with us in our cloud infrastructure, that if you are more focused on an OpEx-based model, and our cloud infrastructure is built on the Azure Stack Hub, in addition to high-performance private cluster for customers who would like a dedicated environment. We have connectivity services, connectivity and interconnection services within our facility as well that can give you access to most of the West African countries. And with that connection, you can extend and expand your operation into different countries within West Africa, giving you that reliable means to connect your infrastructure, your workload in our facility, and also distribute it across more than 9 countries where MDXi has presence and where we have partners that we extend services to our customers. In addition to 60 plus service provider ecosystem that sits within this facility that would enable our enterprise customers to connect to all of their remote offices, their partner offices, in a reliable and secured way for them to continue to run their business operation. I talked about the infrastructure as a service. It's a product in one of our portfolio. It's a product of our MDXi services. We call it infrastructure as a service because it's OpEx based. We provide it as a service, and the cost is less expensive because you pay in Naira compared to having to outsource your cloud workloads offshore where you have to pay in dollars. So that makes it easy and less expensive for our end users in country. And you have the privacy that you require because every customer have its own multi-tenant and virtualized infrastructures that are isolated from other customers. And we can deliver this in few days with almost the click of a button. And our ideal customers are you on this call this morning, medium-sized, large enterprise customers who are looking to go on that digital transformation journey, reducing their cost of operation and also meeting the regulatory requirement to host locally. So in addition to the infrastructure as a service, we also have the dedicated infrastructure as a service private cluster solution. These are geared towards customers who would prefer an entire dedicated suite for them, not in that virtualized environment. We can provide these as a solution, but with a more increased timeline of delivery of about 1 to 3 months, depending on the size of the resources and the infrastructure required to build the entire solution for our customer. But the great benefit of all of this solution that we're offering to our customers is the fact that it is OpEx based, and the total cost of ownership is lower compared to our enterprise customer deploying these for themselves, because the process of outsourcing, owning this equipment, buying it yourself, it's quite long, and we're taking that burden off our customers, making it quick for them to deploy and also scalable. In our MDXi, in addition to the infrastructure as a service that I just talked about, both for the virtualized and also for the private cluster solution, we also provide additional value add and add-on services to our customers. Understanding the need for security, and we provide the managed firewall services to our customer, in addition to the private cluster or the virtualized solution that we provide on our platform. And these include the end-to-end management of the firewall features that would take the burden of our customers, and we can outsource the management to us and work with us for the specific configurations that you want. And we have all the security experts in-house that are skilled to help you drive your security requirements. In addition to that, we have the managed VM solution, whereby we provide this as a service, and you can outsource that to us depending on what you want us to manage for you. So at the end of the day, in addition to providing the infrastructure to our customers, we're also providing the add-on managed service on top of it that takes the entire burden of our customers. What does the entire MDXi ecosystem look like? We've mentioned what we have in our data center, which is the colo service, the regional connectivity, the interconnection that enables you to have access to different countries. But to enable improved performance across the African continent, we have the M6 exchange in our data center that seeks to enable the local switching of traffic within West Africa, so as to improve performance and the quality of service for interconnection within the region. And these platforms enable enterprise customers that have offices around the West African country to connect in a more faster and secure way than our providers in the market. We talked about Equinix, acquisition of MainOne, and how we're able to use that acquisition to enable our customers in West Africa through the platforms that are available in the Equinix ecosystem. And the Fabric extension solution enables us to achieve that, because they provide that extended services that our customers can have access to cloud on-ramp services, public cloud services, and also extend their services to their global offices using the networks of networks that are interconnected within our Fabric ecosystem. We have customers who have different digital transformation strategy with respect to cloud. Some want to deploy multi-cloud solution. Some want to deploy hybrid cloud. With this Fabric extension solution, we can provide the cloud infrastructure locally in country to meet the regulatory requirement, while providing this access in a secured way to your public cloud infrastructure, either be it Google Cloud, AWS Cloud, Microsoft Azure Cloud, or Oracle Cloud. So the MDXi ecosystem is built to help you drive whatever digital transformation strategy or journey that our enterprise customer thinks about. Looking at the MDXi ecosystem, and with the addition of Equinix, what does it look like? At the end, the slide that you see on your screen shows you what it looks like if you colo your infrastructure with us. It means that we would provide an integrated solution to you to drive your business operation. We will provide the IP access, which is you having access to the public internet. We have the means to provide the MainOne Metro product, which enables you to interconnect your enterprise HQ offices regional offices or remote offices back to your colo infrastructure within our data center. And with the Equinix Fabric extension solution that we have, you could also extend services from that your colo infrastructure in a hybrid solution architecture or a multi-cloud solution architecture in a secured and private connection, giving you access to your cloud workload in a very secure way. And this is in addition to the internet exchange that I mentioned. And with that, it can help you drive all of your business goals, all of your digital transformation goals when it comes to cloud, when it comes to how you connect, who you interconnect with, storage, your disaster recovery approach and strategy. And that's the solution you get from us as MDXi. And that's why if you look at this slide, you see our entire ecosystem that shows all of the customers that we've been able to pull together and aggregate within our facility that makes it seamless for you to drive your digital transformation journey. Because when you collocate or house your infrastructure with us, it becomes very easy for you to have access to all of these platforms, customers that you can easily interconnect with just a single cross connect. We launched our services in the LFZ zone in 2022, in March 2022. But what does the journey look like so far? The service was launched in March 2022, and our service offering, our value proposition for our customers and prospective customers in the LF zone is to provide a secure means of connecting to the rest of the world using our fiber technology, and also providing you access to other offerings that we have, which is cloud and colocation. Where are we today? We have 10 plus customers already onboarded and joining this critical services that we offer and help power their business operation. These are some of the customers that we have enabled that are currently operational within the LFZ zone. And we are having this webinar to encourage more customers to join these existing customers that are already undertaking the digital transformation journey with us, starting from the connectivity services that we provide to them and enhancing their connectivity ability to continue to uptake more services so that they can have a complete suite and complete the entire digital transformation journey, in addition to taking up cloud, in addition to taking up colo, and in addition to having access to their upstream company or providers using the Equinix Fabric and extension services that I mentioned. Customer service is key to us, and we have been able to provide 24/7 customer support to our customers in the LFZ zone. What do you want to build today? MDXi and MainOne ecosystem provides you that opportunity to work with us to build a one-stop solution using this platform that we have talked about this morning. Is it private IaaS that you're seeking to build? Is it a hybrid cloud solution or an edge compute solution? We have the ecosystem, we have the platform to enable you to build that. You want us to provide network as a service, last mile connection, metro Ethernet. You want to migrate your infrastructure to an SD-WAN platform, internet access. We can help you with that journey. Do you want to connect to the financial services, payment processing company, gateways, the mobile payment solution, or integrated services? These services are all available within our MDXi ecosystem, in addition to the security that I mentioned, the firewall services that we provide, in addition to our cloud infrastructure as a service. We can help you build your backup and disaster recovery approach and strategy, leveraging access to our entire ecosystem within West Africa and all the data centers that we own, not just in Nigeria, We also own data centers in Ghana, in Cote d'Ivoire as well, and we have more than one facility in Lagos. We have 2 data centers in the Lake campus called the LG1 and the LG2. And a new data center is being built in LG3 in Sakatinubu in Victoria Island, giving customers that distance and diversity that they need to share their workload across multiple data centers. What about access to submarine capacity? You need to connect to your global office. We have that solution for you. You want to build an infrastructure services on a lease model, we have the solution for you. So you can see that the MDXi platform and the ecosystem is built to support all your digital transformation journey with just a call to us, and we will support you with all of those solutions to drive whatever you want to build. Thank you very much. And back to the host, Rotimi.
Thank you, Oluwasayo, for that insightful presentation on digital transformation and the opportunities it presents for businesses. It's clear that digital transformation is a critical strategy for organizations to stay competitive in today's rapidly evolving landscape. Now, we would like to open the floor for any questions you might have regarding digital transformation and how it impacts your business. Please feel free to type your questions into the Q&A box. I will address them one by one. All right, so first question was, how can digital transformation help my business stay competitive in the market?
Well, yes, digital transformation can help businesses stay competitive in the market because once you go through the digital transformation journey, what it seeks to help you achieve is making your operations frictionless, nimble, reliable, and always available. Now, taking your workload and some of the burden and outsourcing it to a competent company gives you time to focus on your business. And that is, and what that translates to is you have better response to your customers. You have more time to provide value-added services that drive your business, which kind of increase the touch point for you and your customers. And that's why you see in the slide, it says that for customers who are successful in the digital transformation journey, they are more profitable, 26% more profitable. They have more profitability compared to their counterparts. And it's not difficult to know why, because if you take all of those workload away from you, it gives you time to focus on the core of your business, and that helps improve customer satisfaction and also innovation, because then you start innovating more, creating more products and services. Your time to launch becomes faster. Your ability to grow becomes very easy and scalable because you have an infrastructure provider that provides you with all of the infrastructure needs that you need to drive your business operation.
All right, thank you. Another question says, how can outsourcing our DC solutions contribute to our digital transformation journey?
It starts from there, because the whole idea of digital transformation is, remember, I said it's all inclusive. It's about how you drive the business. And if you think of outsourcing data center, the first question you ask yourself as an enterprise organization, is it my core to run a data center, to have a data center in my business? Is that the core of my operation? That's not the core of my operation, right? So you need to outsource your data center infrastructure to the expert so they can help you manage that and take the workload off you, like I said, so you can focus on the core of the business. When you do that, you have more time, you reduce your cost, overall cost of ownership reduces, your cost of operation also reduces, because over time, if you run your data center yourself, there's also the cost of upgrades, equipment gets to end of life, you need to change that and all that. And you might end up spending so much CapEx for the little that you use because the cost of owning some of those equipment is higher than what you actually need. So outsourcing your data center is a first step to the digital transformation journey, because then you find yourself in a marketplace like the MDXi ecosystem, for example. It's a digital marketplace that kind of enhance your innovation and makes it easy for you to go ahead with your transformation journey. Because once you're in our facility, you have access to different platforms, different solutions provided, different customers, different cloud on-ramp services. So the ability for you to innovate and churn out services becomes easy and very scalable.
Okay, thank you. Just thinking through your presentation. I do have a few questions of my own. So from a business standpoint, what would be the potential challenges or roadblocks you would say that a business will face during the digital transformation process, and how can they overcome that?
Well, from experience, it's the buying of mostly the management and also the IT team saying, oh, you know, we want to see this infrastructure. We want to have a physical touch, you know, to this infrastructure in our environment. And that always seems to be like the bottleneck, because people are scared. Like, if you take the devices away, you've taken our jobs away. But from experience, we've seen that no, you've actually helped businesses to innovate, because when we take this infrastructure, we take this burden off them, giving them time to think, giving them time to innovate, churn out new products for the organization that drives the core of their business. Remember, I said it's the core of the business. For example, I can use a manufacturing industry, for example. The job of that sector is to manufacture things, right? It is not for them to, you know, build data centers and run data centers. So if they outsource to us, then we take care of their IT workload, and they can focus on their core, which is manufacturing. And it gives them time, you know, the downtime that comes with managing infrastructure, the entire management, it's quite extensive, especially refreshing, the upgrades you need to do, you know, the security and all of that. Before you know what's happening, it kind of diverts the attention of these enterprise businesses from their core, you know, and they are focused on running, you know, this infrastructure. And that is the burden that we take from our customers. And it is very, very key to their transformation journey and growth, especially.
Thank you. Another question says, I have invested in on-prem DC. How can I collaborate to get some efficiency from what I have currently without moving the entire infrastructure?
Well, at some point, I would say you might need to move it, but to start with, we can work on a hybrid solution. You having some of your workload in our environment in a hybrid architecture, or maybe in a DC-DR architecture, whereby you run your critical operation from our facility, which it's professionally run. The uptime is 100%, and you can use your location as a DR. And over time, I'm sure when it comes to, when it gets to the time of refreshing some of those equipments that you have to invest heavily on the CapEx, I'm sure you think about just relying on us to continue to provide that services. And then we can also help you grow the journey by giving you another disaster recovery solution that will become OpEx based without you having to invest heavily on new CapEx investment. We've seen that happen. We've seen customers who invested heavily in an on-prem solution, and we provided them with a hybrid solution, kind of integrating what they have with the environment that we have in our facility, and also using the secured means of connection that we also provide, the metro connection, the lease line for the disaster recovery. And over time, our facility is more reliable, and they forgot even what they had on-prem, you know, and when it got to the time to refresh, they didn't have to refresh because we already provided the solution on an OpEx-based model, and it was just simple business sense not to invest heavily on what you have already, right? So I think we can work with our customers who have some on-prem devices, and we can work on that journey together, coming up with the approach, how to start, and what the long-term plan will be in terms of how they move their workload totally.
All right, thank you. That last part of your answer, I think, elaborates or answers another question that's come in. The question says, can you share examples of businesses that MDXi has helped to achieve digital transformation and the result of that? I know that your answer has touched on it. Do you just mind elaborating
Yeah,
a little
I
bit more?
won't mention names of company, but we've helped all companies in the different space, financial services companies. We've helped payment processing companies. We've helped different companies in the different enterprise, different space, from healthcare to manufacturing, FMCG, financial services company, oil and gas company. We've been their bedrock in terms of their infrastructure and trusted advisor, helping them to think through their digital transformation journey. And we have a lot of success stories. I know it's always tough at the beginning, especially, like I said, for my IT professionals thinking of letting go of their beautiful servers. But at the end of the day, we take very good care of those infrastructure, very good care of them. And at some point, they don't even remember where their facility is hosted anymore, because it becomes so reliable, easily accessible, and the uptime has been 100% for most of the customers that we've helped them with this journey. The beauty about MainOne and MDXi providing the solution is the fact that we can work together to build a fully resilient solution using the network that we have from MainOne, which is very robust. We can create different parts, redundancy, build different type of architecture to meet the disaster recovery or whatever the recovery time objective is for our enterprise customers. And we have done that. We have been successful at that in all of the sectors.
All right, thank you. Another question is asking, you spoke about the current 9 regions which Equinix has at the moment. I would like you to throw more light on how Equinix manage or would handle data redundancy, edge location, and site recovery.
Okay. If I understand that question, you want to know how Equinix will handle disaster recovery and site redundancy? Is that
Correct. Yes, how Equinix manage or would handle data redundancy, edge location, and site recovery.
Site recovery. Okay. So today we have the Lekki campus, which consists of LG1 and LG2. There's another expansion ongoing with the LG 2.3. And also there's an LG 3 that is being built in Tinubu, and there's an LG 4 facility that will be built. That's in Nigeria. In Ghana, we have the Apollonia Data Center. We also have the data center in Côte d'Ivoire, in addition to all of the data centers that Equinix currently have. Integrating with Equinix, like I said in my slide, enables us to provide not only data center services to our customers in country, but also we can provide data centers to our customers offshore in 32 plus countries, 71 metros, with over 240 plus data centers. Now, if you think of all of these clusters of data centers coming together, and not only coming together, but interconnected using the Equinix fabric, what that means is that it gives our customers access to any customer or any cabinet that sits in an Equinix facility. If you sit in Lekki facility today, the implication is that you have access to any of our cabinets in any of the 240 plus data centers globally. And with that, you can build whatever disaster recovery solution you can think of, depending on what the regulatory framework allows you to do. If you're restricted to the Nigeria, like I said, we're building more facilities in countries that are all interconnected, so you can split your workloads across this data center in Nigeria. If the regulatory framework allows you to move your data out of Nigeria and you are thinking of hosting it in West Africa, we have the facilities in Ghana, we have the facility in Abidjan, Cote d'Ivoire, for you to have a backup or a storage location. And if you prefer to host it offshore, either be it in Portugal, Lisbon, London, and Ireland, in Paris, Frankfurt, any of the cities, anywhere in the world, in Miami, in Dallas, we have the solution that we can offer it to our customers. And we have large multinational companies relying on us to provide this solution, in addition to what Equinix currently provides for them, that enables them to have their footprint across the globe.
Thank you for that. Next question is, when you say outsourcing, would that be outsourcing infrastructure, or does this include outsourcing the daily activities the IT teams need to do?
Outsourcing infrastructure, that's our core. And like I mentioned in my slide, there's some of those services, like managed services, it needs to be defined, right? We taking over the burden doesn't mean we're taking over everything. We're taking the core of the burden, which is managing the core of the infrastructure. But definitely you need the IT team to be there to respond to their internal customers, you know, those small queries, not necessarily us getting involved with that. But in terms of the core of the infrastructure, you know, running that core of the infrastructure, powering it up, you know, the servers where the workloads are, providing that platform, how is interconnected, the infrastructure connecting it from your office to another metro, through another regional offices. Those are the infrastructure solutions that we provide to our customers. We don't plan to make the IT professionals redundant. We all work together with them. So what we do is we take some of the responsibility that are, I would call them, we're doing the heavy lifting for them and leaving them with their internal customers to drive those day-to-day customer needs. So our objective is not to go into the IT operations of our enterprise customers, but to take away the burden of the management of their core infrastructure.
Good, thank you. Another one says, do you offer backup services and what media do you use? Additionally, how do you manage the chain of custody for those media?
Sorry, I don't get the question. Can you take that again?
Do you offer backup services and what media do you use? Additionally, how do you manage the chain of custody for this media?
Okay. I think maybe this customer or this prospect can send us an email via marketing@mainone.com or sales@mainone.com, and we can get the details of what the customer is looking for. But if it's regards to providing backup services, I know we have backup solutions that we offer to our customers. We just need to see what's the entire backup strategy, the backup approaches, what platform are they thinking about, what infrastructure are they currently running the operations at, what is the recovery time objective. You know, there's a lot that goes into thinking of all of this infrastructure solution that we need to sit down. And normally we have the solutions architect that we always assign with our customers and listen to our customers, listen to their need, and we kind of put it together into a solution and offer that to them.
Okay, thank you. We have two more questions. The first one says, the risk in your service will be around internet disruption. How do you guarantee continuous and high availability of your internet services? We are now beginning to localize critical services as on-prem. This is as a result of possible disruptions that can accumulate in heavy financial losses.
Yeah, so we own the data, we own the submarine cable that we use to backhaul our internet traffic into the country. We have restoration services with other subsea cable system, and we're getting more even from the new cable system being built, so we can offer more reliable services. We know MainOne today in the market. We are the leader when it comes to providing reliable internet service over the years. And if you look at the slide and my presentation, I talked about M6, the West African Internet Exchange is still part of providing reliable means for people to connect and also localizing it. In addition to the West African Internet Exchange that we're connected to, we're also connected to the Internet Exchange of Nigeria, helping localize traffic so that contents that are locally can be accessed locally without having to rely on the subsea cable in case of a failure. The beauty about the MDXi ecosystem that we talked about is the suite of ecosystem and key cloud and content players that we're all putting together, aggregating in our platform that provides that access to customer locally without having to go over the internet. And we continue to drive this journey of bringing international content players in country so that these services will become locally available and will not be impacted by disruptive submarine outage like we experienced. But so far so good. I can say what we have built and what we continue to build, it's very, very reliable and robust. We understand the criticality of internet services, especially when talking about core critical infrastructure, because once you aggregate all of these services together, it becomes very important for your customers, for your partners to find a means to have access to it. And that is what a reliable internet provides to you.
All right, thank you. I have used your MDXi for temporary IAS and pricing was not bad. How do you intend to support cost leadership strategy for struggling businesses?
Let's have the conversation. Let's have an open conversation. We recognize the fact that businesses in Nigeria are struggling, and that's why we continue to offer these solutions locally. It's part of the strategy, right, to enable our businesses, and that's why we are able to charge in Naira, right? Do receivables in Naira and not in dollars. I think we have the team, the expert team. If cost is the issue, I think we're very receptive. We listen to our customers, and we actually work with our customers depending on what their challenges are. So I would tell that clients to just put a call through to us and let's sit down and have the conversation, and I think we can work something out.
All right, thank you, Shah. Thank you. Thank you to everyone who actively participated in the Q&A session. Thank you for joining. Thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. Now, I would introduce Victor Dogu, the head of General and Multinational Business at MainOne, for closing remarks.
Yeah, thank you, Rosie, for the introduction. Thank you, Shara, for the presentation. And thank you, everybody, for taking time to join in on this webinar. I hope we're able to strike a chord. Please note, if you have any clarifications, further information, or even our advice on how to assist you on your digital transformation journey, kindly reach out to us. We would also be looking out to hearing from you. Do enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Victor. We would like to appreciate your feedback Emails will be sent out with a QR code. Please scan that QR code. Give us feedback on today's event. We would be looking forward to your feedback. Thank you. And thank you for joining us. Do have a great day. Thank you.
The world has gone digital, and the digital world is generating billions of petabytes of data that have to be stored and managed effectively and securely. This is where MDXi comes in, West Africa's leading Tier 3 data center. The Lekki Data Center provides 24-hour power, security, interconnection, and world-class support via state-of-the-art infrastructure to enable you to focus on your core business while reaching all of West Africa. MDXi Lekki receives uninterrupted power directly from the national grid with backup generators to provide support in the event of a power failure. Precision cooling technology maintains ambient temperatures at all times, keeping our customers' sophisticated equipment cool and functioning effectively. MDXi meets global security standards such as the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard (PCI DSS) and Information Security Standards, critical for our financial sector customers. We secure your data with customized racks, dedicated surveillance services, and fire suppression equipment. Our dedicated workstations allow customers to work out of our data center when they need to. When you collocate your IT infrastructure at MDXi, you have access to a network of carriers, internet service providers, business partners, cloud and content providers, and internet exchanges, including the Internet Exchange of Nigeria, IXPN, and West Africa Internet Exchange WAFIX, while significantly reducing the cost of multiple connectivity links. With our strong operational footprint and world-class infrastructure across West Africa, MDXi delivers end-to-end solutions that reduce capital cost and improve the efficiency of your business operations. Welcome to the digital world. Welcome to MDXi. Let us help you transform your business digitally. This is MDXi.